Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent. I'm Brent Apperson. Hi. Morning.
Hey, hey, wait. You've got to be cheery for the folks. What's wrong?
Let's see. What's wrong?
Yeah, I mean, the weather's great. Fog moved in and it's moving back out. It's going to be another beautiful fall day here in Central Nebraska. I don't know what you're down about.
At the end of the fifth inning, the score was the Chicago Cubs 6, the Atlanta Braves nothing. With 2 out in the eighth inning, bottom of the eighth inning, it was 6-5, but the Cubs were still ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 out. A fly ball is hit to right field. Just a fly ball.
Routine?
Routine. The Cubs right fielder puts up his hand, calls off the center fielder. I got it. I got it. Brent's going, we got it. We're going to have the lead going into the ninth. He didn't have it. It didn't even touch his glove. He whiffed on it.
That's unusual, to say the least.
Well, you would think so. But being a Cubs fan for 40 years, maybe not so unusual. I don't know. But bottom line, at the end of the eighth inning, it was Atlanta 7, Cubs 6. And that was the final.
At least they weren't able to blame a fan for sticking his hand out.
That is true. Yeah, there was nobody to blame but themselves last night. That was that I've seen a lot of moments during my time as a Cubs fan, and I know there are other Cubs fans out there. They know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. We've seen a lot. But what occurred last night was a head scratcher.
Well, there's a lot of different ways that could have happened. Maybe a bug got in his eye. I don't know. Maybe he's betting on games and.
Yeah, ouch.
These days, I don't know.
I kind of felt for the guy because guess who the final out of the game was?
Oh, no.
Yeah, the guy who whiffed in the outfield. He's at bat. Tying run is on base. Top of the ninth inning, he strikes out. Well, so I kind of felt bad for him.
He'll probably be traded.
Because this particular player, I'll just say Seiya Suzuki was the player.
Oh.
And he, oh my goodness, the last couple of months, he's just gotten red hot. And because of him, the Cubs probably, or thanks in part to him, the Cubs probably where they are and have a shot at getting in the playoffs. But that was a rough moment.
Well, I just want to thank you and the right fielder and the Cubbies because my beautiful Brewers.
Here we go. Yes.
My beautiful Brewers were not in yet, and now thanks to that particular game you're talking about, the Cubs losing put the Brewers where they want to be. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, the Cubs losing clinched the division for the Brewers. I figured you'd be real happy today.
Oh, gee, today is National Day of Forgiveness, so forgive me for...
Okay. Well, Seiya Suzuki, I forgive you.
And will you forgive me for enjoying the fact that the Brewers are in because of the Cubs?
Yes, I forgive you.
Okay. It does say, because holding a grudge for too long will give you a cramp. Don't go there. National Day of Forgiveness today. Got a good show lined up for you today. I believe Mike Evans will be in here in just a little bit. We'll also be talking with Custer Care Center and Ladarius at the Pizza Hut. We're going to talk about the movies at Fox Theater and some other things as well. We have some other points of interest. Before we go forward, I did want you to know it's National Chocolate Milk Day, and I did not know until I read this morning, folks, that chocolate milk was invented in Jamaica.
Oh.
Clear back in 1494. An Irish doctor heard about it and brought the recipe to Europe, selling it as medicine.
Oh.
So chocolate milk was used or believed to be used as medicine back in the 1400s. So, you know, back then they would say, "Nurse, get me 40 cc's of U-Haul. You know, give me some chocolate milk right away. Stat.
Yeah.
I don't think they had hospitals then much, so I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't know that. There's 7% of the United States citizenship believes that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. And we wonder how politicians can convince us of things. Wow.
7%.
Yes.
Well, okay.
About 7% actually believe that. That's 16 million people.
I was just going to say, you know, you say 7%, it doesn't sound like many, but the population of the United States, that's a lot of people.
That is. Wow. All right, we're going to do the school lunch menus. I don't know if there's any chocolate milk in there. It is Wednesday, and it used to be that's when you got your chocolate milk.
Was it?
Always look forward to Wednesdays because that's when you got the chocolate.
I was one of the few, maybe the only kid that did not choose chocolate milk.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't wait for Wednesdays. That and when they serve pizza.
Oh, yes.
Because it sure beats spinach.
Yes.
Arcadia today, they're having corn dogs, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Spaghetti at Spaghetti today. At Sargent today, spaghetti with meat sauce. See, I'm still it's last night. I'm still bothered by it. It's just thrown me off. Spaghetti with meat sauce at Sargent today. Corn, fruit cup, garlic bun, milk, and salad bar.
At Ansley today, they're having hot pork sandwiches.
6-0 after 5 innings. 6-5. 2 out in the 8th.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be
lost.
another something like that in years to come. You can forget about this one.
Let's see. Thetford Public School today. Popcorn chicken bowl, peas, garlic toast, veggie fruit bar, and milk.
At Callaway, it's cinnamon rolls and cheesy spaghetti.
At Loup City today, they show chicken legs or Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, corn, and tea roll at Loup City Public School.
Nacho Day at Litchfield today.
Let's see. Going to Cozad today, they are showing chicken patty, meatloaf, club sandwich, or PB&J at Cozad today.
Broken Bow, featuring Italian dunkers. And I'm not going to try to say it today. They're also having corn dogs, fresh baked combo sub, grilled chicken deli wrap, My Way Wing Station with breadsticks, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Gothenburg today, Italian dunkers with marinara dipping sauce.
I just have a mental block about it.
And a corn dog. Some of your choices at Gothenburg today.
Today at Arnold, they're showing a 2:40 dismissal, but they're having pizza for lunch.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning today showing baked potatoes with toppings and dessert on the menu at Sandhills.
And at the Prairie Pioneer Center today, chicken broccoli casserole, fruit, and biscuits. Let them know you're coming. Call them at 872-6121 if you're not a regular diner there, and they'll have a plate ready for you when you get there.
A couple more school lunch menus to pass your way. And Selma Myrna today, Italian dunkers with marinara dipping sauce, corn dog, also Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter on the menu today at AM. at SEM Lasagna on the lunch menu today at Sumner, Eddyville, Miller.
You know, it's no fun, as we've mentioned before on the breakfast show, to ask questions anymore, but I'm going to ask you a question because you follow sports. Story yesterday about Tiger Woods being a caddy for his son recently at a junior golf tournament over this past weekend. And his son said, "Dad keeps me focused," and they did quite well. They're moving on to the next level of the tournament. They qualified. But I did hear something about Rory McIlroy and Tiger doing something with the live, not with them, but starting something new with the PGA. Did you hear anything like that?
No. Now
the reason
I wish I could comment, but I have no idea. I hadn't heard anything.
We could probably find out. You know, I just
you want me to Google?
No, I just thought it would be nice to have a conversation and say, "Brent, did you know anything about this?" And you were honest. You said no, and we're just going to leave it at that.
Oh,
because
now there's a concept.
That's kind of new thing to go. You know what? We don't need to know if it isn't that big of a story yet. We don't need to know. I just heard some little clip about it a while back and was wondering because I know they both were not supporters of the Live League. More power to them, but I just heard a little clip, but I don't want to ruin it because it's something we can talk about and debate because we won't know the answer to. Now, I know that would drive Jeremy crazy because he'd be Googling right now. But I think it'd be nice not to know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Let's play the game and see if we can find out some information there.
Hey, there you go. We're asking questions about potatoes because it's Potato Month. So here's your question for today. Normally, what are the two main ingredients that you add to potatoes to create mashed potatoes?
Normally?
Normally. A, you add nothing. You just start smashing them.
A little starchy, but...
You add sour cream and cottage cheese. Milk or cream and butter. Or vinegar and butter.
Oh, my Lord.
Normally, what are the two main ingredients you add to potatoes to create mashed potatoes? Nothing. Sour cream and cottage cheese. Milk or cream and butter. Or your final choice is vinegar and butter.
Oh, Lord.
If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great. But if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
The flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
All right, Catherine is on the line, but she is calling for a friend this morning. So good morning, Catherine. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good. So would someone dare put vinegar, and I mean it, Catherine, would somebody dare put vinegar in mashed potatoes?
I don't think so.
Oh, thank the Lord. Here's Brent with the question.
All right, Catherine. Normally, what are the two main ingredients you add to potatoes to create mashed potatoes? Nothing, sour cream and cottage cheese, milk or cream and butter, or vinegar and butter?
Milk or cream.
I think that would be correct. Way to go, Catherine. All right, whose name do you want us to put on the certificate here this morning?
Julie Kemp.
Julie. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, today it's a Pig in a Blanket Day, so the prize is a certificate for a pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza. So.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you, Catherine. Have a great day.
I'll try to. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all you can do is try.
I know.
7:45.
Glove didn't even touch the ball. I got it.
You just don't see that in the
whiff.
pros. In the pros, you just don't see that. The chat box, good morning from Denise. Good morning, Denise. And Steve Hornickel says, good morning. Good to hear the cheer coming back in Brent's voice after your subdued beginning. He's glad that you're picking it up a little bit.
That's Forgiveness Day.
That's right.
That's the key.
It is.
Got to forgive.
It's also, ladies and gentlemen, National Morning Show Host Day.
Oh. Does that include us?
It does.
Oh, right.
It says, where else can someone make a living by playing songs at 7:30 in the morning and reading information out loud? Although some do better than others on morning shows on TV and radio. Good Morning America's Robin Roberts and George Stephanopoulos reportedly make $20 million a year. Same for CBS's Gayle King. And for some unexplained reason, radio's Ryan Seacrest makes about $30 million a year.
Wow.
Let me just put it this way, to kind of make it a relative thought. $30 million a year is what that person makes in 1 year, per year.
Yes.
It would take this radio station or stations 30 years to make that amount. 30 years to make 30 million, or to gross 30 million. Or actually more than that, probably about 32 or 33 years.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It'd take about 35 or 36 years to make what that person
in a year.
One person makes in a year.
In a year.
So we're not at the big time, folks. I got to tell you, we're not.
But you know what? I'm just going to go out. I'm going to guess Ryan Seacrest is no happier than me.
I would think not, other than today. He might be a little happier than you today.
Okay.
We'll take a timeout.
His glove didn't even touch the ball.
I can't believe that.
Touch the ball.
I think a bug got
I got it. And it's on the ground.
With this new gambling thing, you never know. We'll be right back.
Harvest is here. Bruning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the field, combine, grain cart, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, keep up with spending with at-a-glance account review, and enjoy the many uses and advantages of My Card. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank is extremely grateful for all the farmers and everyone who helps with harvest. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Sure, we've been scaring the bejeebers out of you at Knee Knocker Woods for 10 years now, but it ain't all scary. New this season, Grandma Grimm's Jack-o'-lantern Jaunt is perfect for brave children and skittish grown-ups. It's all the fun without the fright. Plus all kind of games to play, monstrously good eats, and a gift shop that'll make your Halloween complete. Knee Knocker Woods in Gibbon is open every weekend in October. Pick up your discount coupon at Pump and Pantry.
Don't be scared, Daddy. I'll hold your hand.
Get your tickets now at KneeKnockerWoods.com.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
7:49, and Mr. Mike Evans is here from Evans Feed. Mike, good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm honored to be here today.
Well, it is a very big day. It's National Morning Show Host Day, and we'll try to hold our
glee,
our pride and glee in tech. Yes.
Although, if anyone out there would like to honor Brent and Dave for Morning Show Host Day, we'd gladly accept treats or anything like
Donuts,
that.
tomatoes,
breakfast burrito this morning.
Mike, before you leave, go back in the back room and look at all the goodies we have back there right now. We can't we're going to have to take some things home to our families to eat what we have back there. And this man over here is begging for more.
They're showering you with gifts.
Yes. Our listeners are the best. They really are.
They are.
They're great.
I feel bad about the Cubby thing, but it does bring up a little bit of suspicion about whether or not these games are not fixed.
Please don't say that.
Well, I know it ruins it, but man,
how do you
his
miss
glove
it?
didn't even touch it?
No. I've seen a lot.
Sometimes.
I've seen a lot of things as a Cubs fan over the years. But I've seen, a routine ground ball go through the legs of Leon Durham in 1984 against the Padres when we had that series. I've seen the Bartman thing. But this, it was just,
But
called the guy off. I got it. And it just went right by his glove and landed on the ground.
I want to bring a point up that Mike is alluding to.
All right.
Have you seen the commercials on TV for the legal gambling on sports now?
Oh,
They run all the time.
Sure, they're all over the place.
There's a little strip across the bottom that says, if you have a gambling problem, call this number.
Yes.
Who knows who has gambling problems these days with sports? It could be some of the players.
It sure could.
Oh, man. No.
It'd be interesting to see.
That was just a whiff. That was just a mistake.
Understand.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just.
But it's National Forgiveness Day.
It is.
And I've got to keep that in mind. So I'm going to let it go.
So a professional baseball player who probably makes, I don't know how much a year, a lot of money. A routine fly ball does not touch his glove. He's standing underneath the fly ball. I don't know.
Must have been a crazy wind.
I'll tell you what it was. He was wearing a Cubs jersey. That's what started it all.
Well, that's too bad. I didn't get the pleasure of watching that, but
well, we still have the beautiful Brewers to follow. Thanks to the Cubs, the Brewers are in.
Yeah,
Mike,
nice.
how's things at the feed store?
Moving right along.
Yeah, things are going good at the feed store. It's a little calmer this week. Had a lot of traffic on the highways last week, and it made it a little tougher for deliveries and things like that.
Yeah,
the junk jaunt and all that going on, but a lot of pellets and corn and creep feeds and all that stuff rolling out, and it's just been pretty steady.
What are the guys and gals out there saying about the pasture, the grass? Certainly, this last jag of rain, it came in about 45 minutes, but it was an inch plus. It really revived some yards and so forth. Does that affect those pastures out there the same? Or
you bet it freshened them up, you could say.
Yeah.
Gets a little undergrowth. The cattle don't really like to eat the tall, dry stuff as much, but when you get some undergrowth there, it really helps. And there's a lot of lick tubs being put out and things like that to help them. We always say you help them stretch the pastures.
Right.
And it certainly does. It just you can draw them into certain areas by putting a tub or two out there, and also as a side benefit, you get better nutrition, which is always a goal. And we have the Vitalix tubs, and we have cubes and pellets and all kinds of stuff for the cattle out there, and they're doing. I think the calves are really laying on the pounds right now.
Good.
And cattle are worth good money right now, so every pound counts.
Yeah, I never thought about the lick tubs being used to kind of a mild rotation of the pasture, but I imagine they work pretty well.
Yeah, if you want them to, a lot of times they won't eat the tops of the hill grass and stuff like that. But if you put them in strategic locations, you can make them do that.
Well, that's great. You get a double benefit there.
That's great. There is obviously the flies are pretty sticky right now because of the weather, the cool nights and stuff, and they know what's coming around the corner. But you don't want to lay off checking for the flies just because it's a little cooler. Because until freeze hits, they're still pretty active, and there's been quite a bit of pink eye and not so much foot rot this year, but a lot of pink eye. So guys need to keep spraying, and they use sterilants in the manure and things like that. But the people in town or in your shops and stuff, we have a great product called Dairy Balm, and if the flies are driving you crazy, just a couple squirts of that stuff. Seriously, it doesn't take very much. I used some in the shop last week, and you just a couple squirts up high, and if you notice, like I said last time, the propellant is what makes a good fly spray. And if it squirts out really hard and dissipates, then it's working. It gets them good.
And that really does come out in a mist.
It just disappears. So squirt it up high in your garage or your shop or whatever, and there won't be any flies left.
It also brings back great memories of the separator room.
Dead flies all over.
Go out to the farm or go out to the barn and the separator room, that came in really handy because you might have to do it quite often in that circumstance, but it does take care of them really quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe that's why they did invent chocolate milk, was to cover up the flies in the milk.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
There's an idea.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible.
But I don't know what, if chocolate milk was invented in Jamaica, that opens up a whole another.
Yeah, when I think of chocolate milk, I think of Billy Bales, and he loves chocolate milk. So hello to Billy out there. I think he's at Brookstone at the moment.
He is.
Recovering, and just shout out to Billy Bales.
Yep. Stopped up to see him on Sunday, and he'd been having a lot of company, and he's already made friends with all of the staff there. So he's doing as best he can under the circumstances, but he's making a lot of new friends.
That's good.
Yeah.
He needs more friends.
Oh, yeah. Billy's got more friends than most. He sure
remembers
does.
them all, too.
He does. So what about the other side of things, your small animals and so forth, getting ready for cooler weather? They're going to start eating a little bit more if they haven't already, and make sure that they have plenty of water and food going into the change of seasons, I imagine.
Yeah, a lot of also your feathered friends, a lot of bird feed starting to roll out, and they're starting to look for a little supplement out there. So we make our own bird feed, or we mix our own bird feed, you could say, and we sell a lot of black sunflowers and the whole gamut. So if you're needing bird feed, horse feeds, dog feeds, the whole ball of wax,
You mix it whenever people are after the homegrown mix here, and then of course you have brand names of some of those things too. But I love the idea that you mix it right here at the elevator and use a lot of products grown right here. It's pretty neat.
The reason I really like making it ourselves is because we add a little bit of oil to take the dust out of it. It's a lot of those products are pretty dusty, and when you go to dump it in your bird feeder, it's kind of annoying to have a big cloud of dust come flying up. So we add a little oil to help with consistency and take the dust out, and the birds like it.
Yeah,
it's just a little trick.
That's a good trick. Maybe it doesn't even blow away quite as much when it's got oil on it. I don't know.
Maybe not, but we got whatever you need for feedstuffs, and we're still taking bookings on range cubes, and I got so many tons roped off, and if you call and say I want 50 ton, but I don't want it until November and December, things like that, I'll have your name on it and give me a call and I'll get it ordered. But that's typically the best way to get the good prices.
All right. Has the dock been completed down south at Oconto, or you?
I believe it has. We haven't got the forklift down there yet, but it's close to happening. Yep. They got it all done, and you just got to let the concrete set for a while before you put that kind of weight on it. So Troy's excited down there. Oconto is really, really a busy store, and I wish it was a little bigger, but that building's as big as my lot. I can't make it any bigger.
You can't get any bigger. That's right. It does cover the whole area.
It looks like a long, skinny bowling alley type of thing, but that was the lot we had. And, of course, the tornado came back, I think it was 2000, right?
2000 Halloween night,
Yeah, Halloween night, and knocked our other one. Didn't really knock our other one down, but it knocked it off its foundation. So we put up the metal building then, and we made it as big as we could.
Well, it's doing a great job.
Yep.
That's good. Back to the traffic you were talking about. Junk Jaunt ended Sunday. How'd it go? I mean, you're a antique collector type of guy, and you participate. Did you have a good run?
Yeah, we saw a ton of people. It was probably, I'm not going to say it was the biggest one of all time, but with gas prices and inflation and interest and all that, it surely has to. They don't have to have antiques,
right?
So it's not quite a necessity, you could say. But we saw a lot of good people from a lot of places, and we were always busy. And
good.
And then between that and a lot of guys weaning, and on one side of the wall we'd work on the feed deal, and then I'd flip over the other side and put on my other hat. And it's super busy, and it's fun, and I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we went out to the fairgrounds and did some remote broadcasts from there, and we had some folks from Manitoba, Canada, some folks from Kentucky, some other states, Colorado. I mean, it was pretty amazing how far people come to take part in that. So
I saw a couple from France.
No kidding.
That was my farthest. But,
wow, that's
I mean, they were French. They couldn't hardly speak any English at all. It was French, and I don't understand French, but I can do a little Spanish, but French is kind of out of my deal. But we communicated, and they bought some license plates. That's what they were after. So
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
I'll be darned.
It was all good.
Okay. Also, coming up on the 5th of October, big day out at the Red Barn. I believe it's the 5th.
That's the ribbon cutting at the Red Barn, and that's Mike Adams and his family have been working really hard on it, and Rick, of course, always works. I've been sidetracked here for a little while, but I'll start pitching in, and we'll be ready by the 5th.
That's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. We're going to go out and do some broadcasting and maybe some even video. I think Jeremy's planning on doing.
Nice.
And the pie contest, of course, that doesn't hurt anything, right?
No, that'd be great.
All right. So the stores are going great. Deliveries are going out.
You bet.
Anything else you wanted to highlight on the feed store?
Just if you need weaning pellets, we've got all the weaning pellets and concentrates and distillers balancers, and if you need distillers, give us a call on that too. And we're geared up and ready to roll. The warehouse is getting filled up.
Good. Got a lot of floor space that you fill all over the area, and I just again always enjoy watching all the activity at the docks. It's fun to watch because it's I don't know, it's just part of Americana to have a good feed store with a dock where people come up, pick up their feed, do a little chattering and talking, and it's pretty cool to have it going like you've got it going.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much in 30-some years. It's a lot of that goes on.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yep.
Thanks, Mike.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
All right. News is next here on The Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Hollywood writers are headed back to work after union leaders approved a tentative contract agreement with studios and streamers, ending a 4-month strike. Entertainment attorney Jonathan Handel.
We could have had meetings with the CEOs hands-on 150 days earlier and avoided some of the pain here.
North Korea says it will expel U.S. soldier Travis King after state media say he admitted to crossing the DMZ illegally in July. Reporter Alex Jensen from Seoul.
What's not yet clear is how and when, a concern given the tragic case of college student Otto Warmbier, who died after being released by North Korea in 2017.
Police in Philadelphia say more than 100 masked teenagers wearing hoodies looted a Foot Locker, a Lululemon, and an Apple store in Center City last night.
What we had was a bunch of criminal opportunists take advantage of a situation and make an attempt to destroy our city.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a Grand Island business owner says she's not guilty of more than 40 charges she faces connected to her company, Monument Advisors. Callie Lepler, age 46, pleaded not guilty Tuesday morning in Hall County District Court. She's charged with 45 counts of theft by deception. Of those, 37 of them are felony charges, and the rest are misdemeanors. Her pre-trial date is set for November 7th, and her jury trial is set for December 4th. Lepler is accused of taking money from customers and never fully delivering on agreements she made from headstones. According to the search warrant affidavit, on April 4th, 2023, a Grand Island woman reported to the police department that she had purchased and signed an agreement to purchase a headstone for her deceased husband from Monument Advisors. The agreement was for an American black headstone and base, which totaled $7,664. The woman reportedly contacted Lepler to try to get the stone, and police were called to the store to remove the woman. Since that April 4th date, police have received more than 60 reports that allege Monument Advisors of taking victims' money and not providing the headstone. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Phillies walk off with a 3-2 win over the Pirates in 10 innings. Philadelphia, with that win, has clinched the #1 wildcard spot in the National League. The Brewers lost to the Cardinals 4-1, but the Cubs lost to the Braves 7-6. Chicago blowing a 6-0 lead, and that loss has clinched the NL Central title for the Brewers. Mariners beat the Astros 6-2. Seattle moves just a half game back of Houston for that final wildcard spot in the American League. The Rangers lost to the Angels 9-3. Texas' lead atop the AL West is at 2.5 on Houston and 3 on Seattle. Blue Jays were shut out by the Yankees 2-0. Toronto's still a game and a half up on Houston for the #2 wildcard spot in the American League. Diamondbacks defeat the White Sox 15-4. Arizona is 1 game up on Chicago for the #2 wildcard spot in the National League. Mets and Marlins were rained out in New York, so Miami's a half game back of Chicago for the last wildcard spot in the NL. Reds over the Guardians 11-7. Cincinnati a game and a half out of that last wildcard spot in the NL.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. Look for lots of sunshine for today with highs working up into the mid-70s. Then for tonight, mostly clear, will drop back to a low of 50. Thursday, trending even warmer, highs pushing up to 86 degrees under lots of sunshine. Slight chance for an isolated shower or storm Thursday night, but turning mostly sunny once again on Friday up to 86. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
43 degrees outside under a clear sky. Still a little bit foggy out there. And that kind of moved in quick this morning, but we still have some residue of the fog out there. Winds are not pushing anything around. They're calm. Barometric pressure has been steady all morning at 30.12. Humidity at 96%. High yesterday was 74. Beautiful day with an overnight low of 42. Sunset today at 7:29. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:31. 2 inches and 81/100ths precipitation measured in this month of September as we look towards the end of the month, coming up pretty quickly. Brent and Dave with you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Always good to have you folks along. Appreciate your listenership each and every day. Here's Garth Brooks.
be airing the Teen Jack Radiothon on KCNI Radio, Thursday the 28th from 10 until 6. Throughout the day, you will hear inspiring stories of families touched by childhood brain cancer. While together, we all work to raise research funds and awareness. Listen on KCNI on Thursday. Call 855-RUN-JACK to donate. And together, we can find a cure.
Brought to you by Mills Hardware, Dairy Queen Broken Bow, Sergeant Pack, Ideal Realty, A1 Auto Repair, The Grocery Cart, Cobblestone Inn and Suites, BD Broken Bow, Custer Federal State Bank, Varney Health Mart, Meade Lumber, CarQuest, Tumbleweed Cafe, Bruning Bank, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, and Melham Medical Center.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
12 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. A couple things I want to talk about here this morning. We've got quite a few things, actually, we want to mention to you. The Saturday Elks Club Golf Tournament is set, and 100% of the funds raised go to the kids' programs and scholarships that are passed out through the Elks. And I think they have a little room left for some more teams. And you can just drop by the club and get your teams in. It's 4-person scramble, $200 per team, the meal provided, cash payouts, flag prizes on every hole. So 100% of the funds raised will go to the kids' programs and Elk scholarships. It should be a beautiful day for it. 4-person scramble with meal and all the cash payouts. That all takes place this Saturday at the club, the Elks putting that on, and I think it's the first time they've done this, and so they'd like to get as many teams going as they can, so there's still a little room. Drop by or call the club and get your teams in and have some fun.
Yeah.
Also on Sunday, there is the Callaway Community Center is the place for the Taco Sunday, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. They'll take a free will donation, raising some funds, and everyone is welcome. And then on Monday in Callaway, they're having a blood drive at the Callaway Community Center from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And you can call to make an appointment at 870-3594, 870-3594. Or you can also walk in for the blood drive as well, which is on, again, Monday from 9 until 3 at the Callaway Community Center. All right. Brubaker's Coffee House in Arnold contacted us to let us know that Brad Atkins is no longer paying for your coffees. That doesn't mean that you won't enjoy going into Brubaker's, because it's a wonderful place. And the coffee is not free anymore. But a lot of people, it took quite a while for people to drink up all the coffee that was purchased by Brad Atkins.
I think we need to take a moment and just thank Brad. Don't you believe? Man, that generosity lasted a long time.
It did. And we were hoping yesterday that there was, or Monday, that there was a little left over in the credit that he probably, knowing, and Brad, he's filthy rich, he probably dropped off a $500 bill. I don't know. But they didn't get a tip.
Oh.
Because I thought if there was anything left, we would just call them on Tuesday and let them know that they could just keep that. We knew that Brad would want them to have a tip.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get that done because we got contacted with the notice that Brad's credit was gone.
Okay.
But thank you, Brad. Yes, appreciate it. And I've heard rumors that there might be some more of that going on. Could be through Brad or someone else who's filthy rich. We will work with filthy rich people. We don't have a problem with that. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts want you to know they're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. National Coffee Day is coming up September 29th, and you can come and celebrate with Brubaker's. While you're there, check out the beautiful fall decor and unique purse line. The Consuela is the way that's pronounced, and it's a very high-end, wonderful piece of, I was going to say luggage, but it's not really luggage. It's, I'm getting myself in trouble here. It's a purse. It's a unique purse.
Yeah, guys talking about purses, about all we can say is it's a purse.
It's a very nice purse. Consuela, inspired by partnerships with artists and makers around the world. High class. And, of course, the Barista Bar and gift shop right there for you. The coffee house all together in the historic destination. Follow them on Facebook to keep up on the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, because coffee with a friend is always a good idea.
Well, Dave, it's Wednesday.
It is.
And so there's a question on my mind, and I'm guessing there's a question on a lot of people's minds today. What's for Wednesday?
Ooh.
At Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to tell you. Each Wednesday, check out their window to find out the new big sale of the day. And in the window today, you're going to find out that today you can save 25% off one item from their new fall fashions at Square One Boutique. That is what's for Wednesday today. This Wednesday, save 25% off one item from their new fall fashions at Square One Boutique. That is today. It's What's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. You'll find them, of course, south side of the square in downtown Broken Bow.
I like that promotion, don't you? It's kind of fun.
It is, yeah.
Getting a lot of attention. People are enjoying it. All right, let's go back in history together. I'm not sure if this is a true story, but it sure is fun to listen to. David Allen Coe, The Ride. 21, and we have a caller on the line. Mr. R.T. Green is on the line.
Oh, that's nice.
From over at Arnold. Not sure what R.T. has on his mind this morning.
Okay.
But we'll find out. R.T., how are you on this Wednesday? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. We're live on the air. Just want you to know that. So if you wanted to cuss us out, you might want to wait till we get off the air. What's on your mind?
Okay.
What's on your mind, my friend?
Well, two things. One, I want to thank everybody for the great turnout for the Arnold Fall Festival. And the second thing was I was sitting in Grazer's having lunch the other day, and Brad Atkins happened to wander in.
Oh, boy.
And so I asked Brad, I said, hey, are you still buying coffee at Brubaker's? He says, no, I quit that. I'm now buying whiskey.
Oh, wow.
And I said, well, then I'll have one.
So you got a free drink off of Brad?
No, he scurried out the door before he bought it for me.
Oh, man. I was just about to honor him for his generosity again, and then he did that. Wow.
Well, hey, RT, thanks a lot for a wonderful weekend over in Arnold. You had I don't know how you could have got any better weather for an event like that. It was just gorgeous, and the kids were having fun. People were having fun with all of the things going on in the park. The parade was a gas, and the theme was fun, so thanks a lot.
Is he still there?
Are you still
there? He may
there?
not be able to hear us.
I think we lost RT.
Can you hear me now?
No, he can't. Well,
I know how it is. If you're traveling around Arnold and you start going up and down the hills, either direction outside of Arnold, it's tough to keep your cell signal.
Well, we got the message across.
Yeah.
Brad Atkins evidently offered to buy a cocktail for RT and then scurried out the door. That's the story we got. But
do you know what, RT? If you're still listening, it is National Forgiveness Day.
That is correct.
Just forgive.
Forgive. If you're having a birthday today, you're celebrating with Sean Cassidy.
Oh, wow.
Sean is 65 today, the 70s teenage heartthrob, also the son of actress Shirley Jones, and a half-brother of the late fellow heartthrob David Cassidy. Also celebrating today, Iron Mike Schmidt, age 74, Major League Baseball
Phillies.
player. Yeah, the Phillies. Hall of Fame third baseman and 12-time All-Star, played 18 seasons for the Phillies.
He was awesome.
He was a player.
Mm-hmm.
Probably was able to catch fly balls pretty easily.
Probably.
Gwyneth Paltrow is 51 today. Almost turned her into 71. She's 51, and Oscar-winning actress turned lifestyle guru. She has all sorts of health products now. And I guess that's about it. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. There's some happy folks. The strike is over for TV movie writers.
Oh, good.
So they can go back to work. So you won't be seeing quite so many reruns and reality shows, hopefully.
Well, that's good because we're in the fall now. And this is when all the new episodes are supposed to come out, right, for TV shows? So...
Yeah, I think they're talking that maybe some of them might be not until January because of the backlog.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Also, if you're feeling lucky today, go buy a Powerball ticket. The jackpot is at $835 million. They didn't have any winners on Monday. So the jackpot at the $835 million mark. And tonight is the night. You might be a winner.
So my question has always been with the lottery, the Powerball specifically. We always read these stories when it starts to get up real high, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my question is, when someone wins it, what does the amount go down to? You know my question?
Yeah.
I mean, what does it reset at, the Powerball lottery? You have any idea?
I don't, and we're not going to Google it to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to leave that question mark in your mind.
Yeah, we just don't know.
We do know for a fact that people in this part of the country love their pie. And coming up on October 5th, that would be on a Thursday, October 5th, the annual pie contest through the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway is coming up. Plus, they're having a ribbon cutting and celebration centered around the new sod house that was constructed this summer. So this is going to be a big day. The contest starts at 4:15. Drop off your submissions at the barn October 5th between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you're unable to deliver your pie to the barn, call the Custer County Chief at 872-2471 and someone will pick it up and deliver it for you. Rules for the pies. 1/8 inch to 2 inch crusts are accepted. Fruit or fall pie in a disposable tin. I think that's tall pie, not fall pie. It's. Are you a pie person? Because it's.
Well, I'm a pie person in the fact that I eat pies.
Yeah.
As far as making them, I'm sorry again, Dave. I don't know.
Well, the lettering here is difficult to see whether it's a F or a I. Could be a fall pie, but it's or a tall pie, because it kind of looks like an F at the top. But
Okay.
look at it and see. What do you think it is?
Where am I looking at?
On the rules.
At the rules?
Yeah.
Okay,
1/8.
Two crust fruit or fall pie in a disposable tin. Crust can be pie crust or cracker crust. Topping can be pie crust or crumb topping. No soft pies.
Mm-hmm.
Where else are you reading?
Right there.
What?
I'll have to look.
Okay.
Jeremy's going crazy. I know.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's going crazy right now.
The rules: 1/8 to 2 inch crust, fruit, or
fall pie. And the reason I say that is because it looks the exact same way as the first letter in fruit. So I'll say fruit or fall pie in a disposable tin.
It looks the same?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Oh, and if the F on if is the same too.
Yeah.
If it looks like an I.
What?
If the F looks like an I to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's the font that's throwing us off. That's what I would say, though.
Okay. What's a fall pie?
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
Oh, we'll take a time out.
Okay.
We'll regroup. Stay tuned.
Gary's Superfoods online at garysuperfoods.com. Right now, when you buy 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef, you only pay $4.29 a pound. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Bottom Round Rotisserie Roast is $4.99 a pound. 3-pound bags of Open Acres mandarins or navel oranges are $3.99. Start your morning with our family premium orange juice, only $2.99. And fresh pressed apple juice or cider is $1.69. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow, open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day.
Does the thought of turning 65 give you nightmares? It doesn't have to. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. And as an independent agent, I work with the major insurance companies that you're getting mail and phone advertising from. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the options, give me a call to set up an appointment. We will go through the Medicare process step by step, from signing up to enrolling in the necessary supplement and Part D drug plans. You don't have to do this alone. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here to help. Call me at 836-2201 or stop in at the office in Callaway.
Wow, we're learning a lot here. Brent did Google.
It'd be fall pie.
Yeah, I put I made it into an F.
Okay.
So now I know it's a fruit or fall pie. It's not a fruit or tall pie. But
I guess you could make them tall, though.
Well, I suppose you don't. I don't know if they have any rules for that or not. Oh, and they have crust misspelled, don't they?
Here's 35 fall pies to bake this season. Would you like me to read it?
Well, not all of them.
When fall rolls around, no dessert shines quite like a pie. Baking pie is the ideal fall activity. Therefore, the fall pie. Not only are pies delicious, but they'll also fill your kitchen with a sweet, warm aroma that makes you want to curl up on the couch with a hot cup of cider. Here's some of the fall pies they list. Apple pie by Grandma Opal. It says. This is from All Recipes website. Crustless cranberry pie. Be another example of what they refer to as a fall pie. Apple crumb pie, pumpkin pie. So there you go.
Okay. Do they have summer pies?
I don't know.
Pies?
I don't know. I
Pies?
only Googled fall pie. I didn't Google summer pie.
Okay.
But yeah, but to answer your question, it does say fruit or fall. That would be fall.
Fruit
fall
or
pie.
fall pie.
Yeah.
In a disposable tin. Now the crust has to be 1/8 to 2-inch crust. And crust can be pie crust or cracker crust. Topping can be pie crust or crumb topping. No soft pies. I have to ask, what is a soft pie?
Why are you looking at me? I don't make pies. I guess when I think of, here, let me Google. It'll take me just 15 minutes.
I know, that's just it. Let me.
Now, call Christy. She's the baker of the staff. When I hear soft pie, I guess I'm thinking of like meringue, a meringue pie or something, or like a chocolate, soft chocolate
Hello?
pie.
Yeah, Christy?
Yes.
We're deciphering the pie instructions for the pie contest.
Okay.
First of all, I've got it nailed down now, thanks to Brent. 1/8 to 2-inch crust fruit or fall pie, not tall pie, which is, there's lots of fall pies. Brent just like apple and all of that. I don't know why they come.
Okay.
Okay. And then they say topping can be pie crust or crumb topping, but no soft pies.
Like meringue.
See?
Okay. So you can't bring a chocolate pie?
No, I don't think they want chocolate meringue. Like that'd be the soft one I'd be thinking of.
Yeah, I'm with Christy.
So it doesn't have a crust on top of it?
Like it needs to be either the crumble topping, like apple pie crumble, or the pie crust where they make the fancy little weaving across there with pie crust. Just not like coconut cream pie or... Yeah.
So what would happen, Christy, then if you made a chocolate pie and put a crust over the top?
I think that would be acceptable, but might not taste as good as a chocolate cream pie.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was so complicated.
We're making it that way anyway.
Yeah, I think they think like those need to be refrigerated so they don't want the judges to get sick if they haven't, if they've not been refrigerated enough. Is what my guess would be. That's how 4-H works.
I see. Do you like butterscotch pie?
I do. It's one of Randy's favorites. My brother Randy loves butterscotch. Mom makes a good butterscotch pie.
But she puts like whipped cream or something on top of it.
I honestly am not sure. I don't know if she does. I don't know. My favorite's coconut cream that she makes.
Oh, that sounds good. You like coconut?
Yeah, in pie and German chocolate cake.
Now, I understand what you're saying. I like German chocolate cake, but I don't necessarily like coconut.
No. Just those two things.
All right. Thanks for clarifying.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. Okay, I think we're...
Are you good there?
I got it.
On the pie thing?
I made it the little two arms out there, so now we know that's Nev.
Okay.
I've adjusted that. I've respelled crust because it's misspelled.
Okay. All right.
cursed. It's just got the letters turned around.
Yeah.
That's what I did when I had my health exam.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. That's your rules. We'll go through them one more time.
Yeah, let's do.
1/8 to 2-inch crust, fruit, or fall pie in a disposable tin. The crust can be pie crust or cracker crust. Topping can be pie crust or crumb topping, no soft pies. And you can enter your pies on the 5th of October between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And again, if you can't take them out, the Custer County Chief will pick them up and take them out for you. Call them at 872-2471. Join them for the Sod House ribbon cutting and pie and refreshments at 6 p.m. at the barn. And there is a special speaker that's going to be there as well. Talk about history centered around the old times when sod houses were being used. So
good.
It's going to be good. We'll be there broadcasting the breakfast show, I understand, that morning, live from near the soddy, if not inside of it. I don't know if they'll let us in there or not. I don't know if I would.
Why not?
Well, we're clumsy. What if one of us stumbled and knocked out a window or something? It could happen.
It could.
Here's the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and High Horse.
Call me, John Farley, at 308-530-7854 or check me out at lashleyland.com.
Aero Aviation is happy to have served the area since 1971, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Their aircraft is equipped with the latest in GPS guidance and flow control technology, and they're always searching for the next big thing in aviation. Contact Casey and Melissa Williams at 872-5113 and talk to them about your fall pasture spraying. That's Aero Aviation, proud to serve Custer County and surrounding areas.
There's a lot of uncertainty in ag and business today. The market, input costs, the weather. One thing you can always count on is Nebraska State Bank looking for ways to help local ag producers and businesses be successful. Right now, Nebraska State Bank is running an ag and commercial equipment loan special that features a 7.24% fixed interest rate for qualified customers until September 30th. You heard that right, a 7.24% fixed interest rate. Call one of their local experienced ag loan officers at 872-2466 to find out more about this limited time loan special. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
7:43. Oh, you get up in the morning, you come to work, and you're going to have at least a regular day. And regular days in many folks' lives, including ours, are unpredictable days. But then every once in a while you get a bonus. And that's what's happening right now. And so at this time, I'd like to turn over at least some of the interview to Brent Amperson to begin with our conversation with Custer Care Center. We have a couple of guests here that I think that you might want to talk to, Brent.
Yeah, Custer Care is here. Tiffany, good morning.
Good morning.
And you brought a guest with you.
I did. I brought Aubrey Brown with me. She's been you've been with us a couple months, haven't you? Yeah. She's a good addition to our staff.
That's nice.
Yes.
Aubrey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Do we know each other?
Can I say we do on the air? Is that okay?
I guess you can.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Aubrey. Good to see you.
Wow,
Good to see you.
I'm getting kind of emotional.
Yeah. It's really kind of, this does bring back memories because when I married Shelley, Aubrey was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3. And Shelley would come out every Friday and engineer our football game that we would do. And our dear departed friend, Pat Lindner, was over here on the other side. And Aubrey would always come over, and I think she spent more time with Pat than she did with her mom when they were out here. Pat taught her how to tie her shoes. And
yeah, he did.
So anyway, now here we are over 20 years later, and now Aubrey is back here in the studio. So
we didn't take, we had file cabinets out in the front door, and Aubrey would spend a good deal of time moving the magnets around on the file cabinets, and it was really hard to remove those file cabinets with the magnets because there was so much fun had right there. But it was pretty cool, Aubrey. It's good to have you back in the studio.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good.
So well, I'll start with Aubrey. You went through some schooling.
Yep.
And got your CNA.
Yep.
Right.
And Med-Aid.
And Med-Aid.
Yep.
And so then you began working for Custer Care Center, and you've been there, what, a couple of months or so? 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months. So I did, and I was looking for a job, and I reached out to Tiffany, and she said, come on down. And so I didn't even know all Custer Care did until I reached out to her, and they do so much. A lot of great services that people really need and can use. And so it has filled my cup to work there. I love it. I love the residents. When I'm not working or I'm not scheduled, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I'll stop by and see them and see how they are. And sometimes I do. I stop by just to see them because they're just special to me.
Well, Tiffany, we've talked about this before, but there is a family atmosphere at Custer Care Center, and I think what Aubrey just shared pretty well exemplifies that.
Yes, we are just one big family. We have amazing staff, and I cannot express that enough, how amazing all of our staff is. Aubrey has had quite the trial the 3 months she's been there. We always say if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on Aubrey's shift. Some people are like, she continues to come back. But we're just one big family. Everybody pitches in and helps everybody out. The clients are all family to us. It's amazing. It truly is.
Well, and I guess Aubrey's kind of an example, too. Someone who went back to school, got CNA, got Med-Aid, and now goes to work. That kind of shows, I guess, what can happen
exactly
if you want to go back to school.
That's right. There's always room for moving up in the up at Custer Care. So, and Aubrey has done that. She's been great.
I have to ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Tiffany, has Aubrey said anything to you about your plumbing?
No, not about the plumbing, I don't think.
Okay. Do you want them to know that you're gifted in plumbing?
You're a plumber.
Oh. I forgot about that.
Sometimes it comes in handy. There's all sorts of plumbing there, Dave. But I will say, we have this whirlpool that is phenomenal. Like,
it is.
It is the greatest bathtub I have ever seen.
Oh, really?
And it's super easy to get in, and people can come in and take whirlpool baths. Like if you can't use your shower at home or mom can't get in the bathtub anymore, they can come in and use it. And I will say, from a plumbing standpoint, it is exceptional.
All right, very good, because I take your word for it, because I know you have certification in that area as well.
And yes. I'm all about the whirlpool.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like she's fitting in real well, and I assume that's because of the excellent upbringing that she had.
Oh, yes. I'm sure it is. Yes.
I'm not going there.
I'm hurt by the silence to that comment.
My mom did a phenomenal job.
There we go. Yes. She did.
No, I had a great childhood.
But Custer Care Center does so much. Aubrey just kind of talked about, didn't realize how many things you guys do at Custer Care Center. But the facility there, let's talk a little bit about just the daycare services that Custer Care, because sometimes I think we overlook that with all of the other things that you do, Tiffany.
I was telling Aubrey on the way out here, I said, a lot of times I forget to talk about the adult day service. Mm-hmm. It really is a good, if you're taking care of a loved one at home, and like Aubrey told me, she said, you just need that peace of mind that I'm getting a break, but my loved one is still getting cared for. You can bring them in, we can pick them up and bring them to the facility. They get meals while they're there. Every day at 3 o'clock, we have snacks. So they, if they're there during that time, they get snack. If they need medication given while they're at the facility, we give the medication. If they need a whirlpool, they can have a whirlpool while they're there. When they're there for adult day service, it's not like it's somebody's, somebody new coming in. They get treated as one of the regulars there at the facility.
And what I like about it is it's not like you can only take advantage of this from, say, 8 to 5.
Exactly.
If someone's coming in the evening to town and needs to do some shopping, they can drop off their loved one for 2-3 hours in the evening even, right?
Yep. Yeah. We don't have any open beds, so they just can't spend the night.
Right.
But, we're very accommodating. Whatever time they need to come, that's fine, too.
And you do have full-time residents at Custer Care, and you're all filled up?
We are all filled up currently, and we do have a waiting list, but if you're looking for somewhere, call and come in and do a tour. We'd be glad to give you a tour, and Aubrey would be glad to show you the elevator.
And the whirlpool.
And the whirlpool, yes.
Yep.
And then we can put you on the waiting list, because you never know when we'll have an open room.
Yeah. And you do some care for folks inside their home.
Yes.
Assist with that.
Yep, we go into homes and do light housekeeping, companionship, meal prep, medication monitoring, about pretty much anything you need.
And your transportation services, I know, it's amazing, and it's I know Peggy, who kind of runs it, is like just flat out a dispatcher.
She is.
Trying to organize and coordinate all the trips.
Yes, and I cannot believe how busy she keeps those drivers. She really does a good job. She does not like to tell anybody, no, we can't take that trip. We have Mod of Care, which is one of our insurances that we contract with. She will do whatever she can when they call and say, hey, I got a trip, can you take that? She will do what she can. Our joke is, if Peggy's there, we're always going to have a trip, even if it's in, was it Delaware? We got a call one time for a trip out of state, and they lived in, like, Delaware.
Wow. Oh, my.
I think it was Delaware. I can't remember for sure. But anyways, the joke was, well, thank goodness Peggy was off today. Otherwise, we would have had that trip.
Somebody would have been going to Delaware. Huh?
Exactly. Yes. Peggy did want me to say that, she is looking for part-time drivers. So if you like to drive and you're looking for some hours, contact Peggy at Custer Care and she'll do an interview with you and see if you're a good fit.
As we kind of start to wrap up conversations here on the Breakfast Show, we always try to end with this question. But since Aubrey's in the studio today, I really don't know if I want to ask this or not, but I will. Is there anything else you want to add that we haven't talked about today?
Go, Aubrey, go!
Is there anything you can think of, Aubrey?
No, just that when we watch sports, the residents and I watch sports, we always turn it off when the Cubs are playing.
Oh.
So I missed. Oh. It wasn't the glove. It didn't touch the glove.
You missed last night?
I
did.
Well, I think that's a good idea, Aubrey, just that you do that because you can avoid disappointment for the family.
Yes.
For your family there. That was
I've got nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Good to see you, kiddo.
Good to see you. Thanks.
Custer Care Center. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Appreciate it very much. Aubrey, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Tiffany, you as well.
Thank you.
Come back and see us, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
If harvest season has you sniffling and sneezing, visit Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Their featured special is Sunmark Allergy Relief 24-hour nasal spray, priced at $10.99 for 72 metered sprays. Save $2 on any one natural product with the circular coupon. They have Prevagen products, the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Tie downs, straps, hooking up the trailer, backing up the trailer, undoing the straps, unloading the trailer, parking the trailer. Then you get to start the project. We'll skip straight to getting to work with the help of Ansley Lumber and Supply with their offering of delivery. The only question is, what new hobby will you pick up with that spare time? From whole home packages to reliable brands of shingles, decking, windows, premium lumber, and more. Ansley Lumber, downtown Ansley.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
A threadbare alibi
Pirates in 10 innings. Philadelphia, with that win, has clinched the number one wildcard spot in the National League. The Brewers lost to the Cardinals 4-1, but the Cubs lost to the Braves 7-6. Chicago blowing a 6-0 lead, and that loss has clinched the NL Central title for the Brewers. Mariners beat the Astros 6-2. Seattle moves just a half game back of Houston for that final wildcard spot in the American League. The Rangers lost to the Angels 9-3. Texas' lead atop the AL West is at 2.5 on Houston and 3 on Seattle. Blue Jays were shut out by the Yankees 2-0. Toronto's still a game and a half up on Houston for the number 2 wildcard spot in the American League. Diamondbacks defeat the White Sox 15-4. Arizona is 1 game up on Chicago for the number 2 wildcard spot in the National League. Mets and Marlins were rained out in New York, so Miami's a half game back of Chicago for the last wildcard spot in the NL. Reds over the Guardians 11-7. Cincinnati a game and a half out of that last wildcard spot in the NL.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. Look for lots of sunshine for today with highs working up into the mid-70s. Then for tonight, mostly clear, will drop back to a low of 50. Thursday, trending even warmer, highs pushing up to 86 degrees under lots of sunshine. Slight chance for an isolated shower or storm Thursday night, but turning mostly sunny once again on Friday up to 86. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Hustle up. We've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
Please be done.
over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
4 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we welcome in Jeremy Scheib to the studio. Jeremy and I will kind of take you through the rest of the show here this morning. Dave doing an interview that will be playing back soon on, I believe, Public Affairs.
Yep, this morning.
For you. This morning?
Yep.
Okay. So be listening for that coming up on Public Affairs in the 10 o'clock hour on KCNI Radio. Jeremy in the studio, and since he's in, let's just quickly remind you about what we have going on high school sports-wise for you this week. Tomorrow we're going to be on the road, traveling to Stapleton. Looking forward to that for high school volleyball. It'll be a triangular with Sand Hills Valley, the sports co-op between Stapleton and McPherson County, South Loup. Of course, that's the sports co-op between Arnold and Callaway, and Twin Loup, the sports co-op between Sargent and Loup County Taylor Public Schools. So we'll have all 3 matches of that for you coming up tomorrow night here on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Opening match scheduled for around 5 o'clock. And we'll also plan to do the live video stream as well, which you'll be able to access and watch the action on sandhillsexpress.com. You can also go directly to the Sandhills Express YouTube channel or Facebook page. So that'll be coming up on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're going to send Larry and Jeremy to Sumner for a special area game of the week. We'll put the focus on the SEM Mustangs 6-man football, and you guys get an early start, get to do an afternoon game on Friday.
Yep, by necessity. No lights on the field there in Sumner. So we'll get that game accomplished and completed before the sun goes down. It'll be fun.
So that'll be coming up on Friday afternoon. And then Friday night, Kirk and I will be making the travel to Holdridge for you as Broken Bow goes on the road to take on the Dusters. And we'll have that for you on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. So listen to that. Broken Bow football Friday on KCNI Radio. Then, of course, on Saturday, we'll have the Huskers on KBBN. Nebraska taking on Michigan. Number 2 ranked team in the country comes to Memorial Stadium. We'll see how the Huskers do. Coverage will start at 12:30 in the afternoon on the Huskers radio network, and the kickoff is set for just after 2:30. So that's a quick look at what's coming up sports-wise as far as our coverage is concerned on KCNI and KBBN radio. I want to take just a moment and talk about some things that you'll find on sandhillsexpress.com right now, sports-wise. Congratulations to the Broken Bow girls golf team. They won the Southwest Conference Championship yesterday at Awarri Dunes Golf Course in Axtell. The fourth consecutive year that they have won the Southwest Conference Tournament. Congratulations, girls. We've got a recap story that you can access and read about on sandhillsexpress.com. And then one thing I meant to mention yesterday, forgot, but we posted a story, it would have been late Monday, but UNK had their big cross-country meet for high school. They run it at the Kearney Country Club, which is the same course that they run the state meet at. And it's just a huge, huge meet. It's kind of a precursor, really, to the state meet, which will be coming up later this season. But a lot of area teams and area participants took part in that. And our good friend Dean Ringline was there. And if you know Dean, and I know many of you do, Dean always has his camera. And Dean took a lot of really great photos of the teams and some of the runners from the area that participated in the UNK cross-country meet. So if you go to the story and you scroll down to the bottom, we posted some of Dean's pictures, which are really good, as they always are. So feel free to check those out, and you can do so on sandhillsexpress.com. What do you got in your hand there, Jeremy?
Well, all this talk of high school sports has me wanting to talk a little bit about Circle V Stitching Post and the great things that Velma can do so that you have the right spirit wear for going and cheering on your favorite student athlete in the area. She's located just north of Broken Bow on Paulson Road, and you can call her at 872-6173. Quality custom embroidery. None of that ordering online, wondering if what you're going to order is going to feel right, if it's going to be of high quality, or if it's even going to fit right. You can go right there to Velma. She's got some different things you can try on and feel and touch, and she's gone through that book and ordered a lot of different items and customized them for people as well. So when you're shopping for an item, she can make suggestions so that you are happy with your quality custom embroidery you get from her. Afghans, towels, blankets, throws, all kinds of things for spirit wear, hats, shirts, jackets. And when you're making that transition from season to season and you don't have that jacket or that t-shirt or that tank top you need, go and see Velma. Again, she's on Paulson Road, just north of Broken Bow. Call her at 872-6173 with Circle V Stitch and Post.
Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, a wonderful care facility that we're blessed to have in Broken Bow and Custer County that specializes in care for those battling through Alzheimer's and dementia. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience, and at their facility, residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle. Activities can bring about a feeling and sense of self-worth and well-being, and they try really hard to make sure that all of the residents are active and enjoying life at the Quality Senior Villages facility. To find out more about their specialized Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living, contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow at 872-6387.
Disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or at astrio.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
Keeping your fields clean all season long? Now that's a boss move. When it comes to weeds, we mean business, just like you. But you already knew that. In choosing to use XtendFlex soybeans, you've ensured that your fields can reach their full potential because our XtendFlex technology enables you to control more weeds than any other soybean weed management program. Learn more about the difference XtendFlex soybeans can make at RoundupReadyXtend.com. Read and follow pesticide label directions.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge. But with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Jeremy and Brent with you here in the studio. Just got off the phone with our good friend Ladarius at the Pizza Hut. We usually try to talk to them on certain Wednesday mornings on the show. They're super busy. So we're going to try to call Ladarius later in the week, and we'll have the Pizza Hut report for you later in the week here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Continuing to tell you about things happening around our area and highlighting some of our wonderful area businesses. Don't forget about the Nebraska Land Hearing Center here in Broken Bow. Local, dependable service right here in Broken Bow, serving Custer County and surrounding areas. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for just buying local. So give Roxanne a call today to set up an appointment, 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow, so there's no reason to go out of the area to get your hearing checked. Also, Roxanne accepts Care credit cards. This enables you to finance hearing aids for over a period of time with lower payments. Ask Roxanne about Care credit cards. The Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find their office in downtown Broken Bow at the Broken Bow Chamber Building. To set up an appointment, please call today, 308-384-3852.
Let's talk delicious drinks, shall we?
I love that.
Okay, we're going to Prairie Grounds Cafe in Broken Bow. Ice salted caramel mocha. That's a special until the end of this month, which is right around the corner, by the way. The Touchdown Latte, strawberry and vanilla. They've also got frozen lemonades left, as well as the Vanilla Bean Creamsicle. It's blended. There's no coffee in it. It's good for kids, they say. And the Blondie, which is caramel and honey. Now, that sounds like an amazing combination. They've got new fall hours, Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., and when we cruise into October, they're going to reset their specials, and I'm sure they're going to be delicious as well. So go and see them for the end of this month. Go and see them next month. Nothing better than a nice, delicious drink from Prairie Grounds as we work our way into fall.
The month of September has been recognized as Life Insurance Awareness Month, and Jack Lindstrom with Universal Insurance Agency, a division of GTA Insurance Group, specializes in selling life insurance, and he would like to talk to you about how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Universal Insurance, located on Southeast Street in Broken Bow. You can contact them at 872-6438 or check out the website gtagroup.com. Life insurance isn't for the people who pass away, it's for the people who live. So visit with Jack Lindstrom today at Universal Insurance Agency about life insurance.
All right.
Let's see, 18 minutes past the hour of 9. Good to have you with us as we roll through the breakfast show. Now, tomorrow, something special going to be aired on KCNI Radio, and I know Jeremy has kind of been working to put this together, but something we've done for, I want to say, every year maybe that they have done the Radiothon.
You're probably right in that. This is the 9th annual.
Yeah, I think KCNI Radio has kind of been an affiliate of this special broadcast. I want to say, ever since it started. Many of you know Jack Hoffman, who from Nebraska was battling pediatric cancer. And he made a special relationship with Nebraska football player Rex Burkhead, and was just kind of the Nebraska football team, I think, as a whole, kind of took him under their wing. And it really has turned out to be a remarkable story. But kind of through all of that, they have created the Team Jack Foundation. And every year they do a radiothon to raise money to help fight pediatric cancer. And that special radiothon broadcast is going to be tomorrow.
Yes, and we've got some great sponsors that allow us to put that on the air. You'll be hearing from them throughout the day. And I got an email earlier this week that had information on the different guests they're going to have on the show. They're going to have everybody from kids who have experiences with pediatric brain cancer, kids who are currently battling pediatric brain cancer. They're going to be talking to some Nebraska football players, both present and past. They're going to be talking to athletic director Trev Alberts. They're going to have all kinds of great guests all throughout the day. And we're going to join that when it's in progress after we close the breakfast show. And we're going to go from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they've got a great prize list as well, folks. If, donating to a homegrown and a home run organization such as this wasn't enough for you, each hour they have different drawings that you are entered in by giving a certain amount of money. I think one of them is for a 1 hour span. If you donate $50 to the Team Jack Radiothon, you're entered to win one of several different prize packs that includes a brand new set of Apple AirPods. They've got tablets, T-shirts, AirPods, a Yeti cooler pack, all kinds of things, and they'll be doing those drawings throughout the day. And if calling in and donating is not how you want to do it, they'll also read about how you can donate online. Super simple that way as well. But for me, Team Jack, knowing that it's a foundation founded right here in Nebraska and by Nebraskans, and we're kind of leading the charge as Nebraskans together to fight pediatric brain cancer, it's really cool.
And I think it's okay to say this, and we probably should say this. You can be assured that the funds raised are going to fight pediatric cancer, which is exactly what they say they go toward.
I don't want to speak to the exact number, but the percentage of money that goes directly to the actual research and the amazing things they're doing, the percentage of money that actually goes to the cause is astounding. I can't remember it off the top of my mind, but it's super high, and it kind of raised my eyebrows. And they've got some things that are in the works. They're trying to push through, approval through the FDA on one item that has been made possible by the Team Jack Foundation and the money that they have pushed forward that has been found to help in treating pediatric brain cancer. So steps are being made. Yeah. And they've raised over $10 million since they started, and that's amazing. So you can help out with that tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. And you can listen to it on KCNI radio tomorrow from 10 until 6.
And this particular story I read mentioned the benefits of just having the conversation out in the open amongst people that are around us, because you never know what somebody is struggling with or going through, and just having that conversation openly and letting the general population around you know that you are there to help and assist someone that is struggling with mental health can do big, big things. And one of the things that we can continue to talk about openly here in Custer County is mhpcc.org. Like Brent said, it's a website. It's text on a screen. There's no extra ads or extra fluff or pictures or anything. It's just a website that's easy to read that has information and contact info of mental health providers right here in Custer County. As friends and loved ones and coworkers, we can help those around us with their mental health. So go to mhpcc.org, familiarize yourself with it, and be ready to pass along that info to someone who might use it.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much for your help here this morning. We'll have the breakfast show on the air again tomorrow morning, of course. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Dave kind of started today off as Country Music Day, so we've just kind of been going with that. And we'll close it out with this one. Thanks for listening, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.